ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Championship Sunday here in London. Boy, what a fantastic game we just had through. Tell me you were watching it.
Yes, I was watching it, sat in the front row of the crowd, just over there. Fantastic showing by Fable, showing why they are the #1 seed here at the event. Era, on the other hand, close game for the first game, but second game, not so much. Reclaimed really went in the way of Fable, I think.
Yeah, the thing is for me, like the highlight, we were just discussing it, right? It's right in front of us. J-Rage, Hydron, those two players, fantastic gameplay on Lift. They were amazing. Really set the bar as to how to perform in such close scenarios, right, in close rounds. Fantastic. They produce rounds in themselves. They produce rounds. Can't really say the same for Era, to be honest, on Left. It was more, the rounds that they did get, they thoroughly deserved, but it was teamwork orientated. There wasn't any truly star plays from those individuals. And then we went on to Reclaimed. Once again, J-Rage, he had an amazing series overall, performed fantastically. Phelpsy with the incense once again, the double incense, I remember, which won round eventually on Reclaimed. Truly fantastic stuff, and yeah, you said it, proved why they are perhaps the best team in Europe. Let's check out the picks and bans for this game, though. Fable versus Supremacy, the long-term traditional head-to-head for Europe. Supremacy. I don't mean that. That's another part. I need to stop this part.
You really do.
Honest, folks. In any case, Fable with a ban on Dam. That's a very odd one. They've just banned their favorite map.
They have.
They banned their favorite map. What are your thoughts on that? Because I'm not sure how I feel about it.
It is their favorite map, but it's also a fantastic map for Supremacy.
Yeah.
Supremacy is really strong on that. They've been looking fantastic on it all event. They've played it a few times now, and I can understand why. Maybe they're just trying to throw Supremacy off their game. Supremacy probably expected the Dam match to come up, so maybe a little bit of mind games there, just to ban out Dam on that the first ban there.
Well, Harbour was banned by Supremacy. Interesting one. Fable, I don't think I've ever really picked Harbour. That's kind of a map they avoid. They banned it themselves yesterday, did Fable. They've picked Lift, though, perhaps a new favourite, actually, and they've definitely practiced on it. They've had practice within the 2K. They won by 2 rounds, of course, against Era. Not as close here, just in that last match. Fable won that quite easily. Foundation was Supremacy's pick. Also a strong map from Fable. For Fable, so very curious as to the thoughts behind that. We know Supremacy, though, as a professional team, an organized team, and perhaps, Foundation could be their golden map where they can challenge Fable, and they think they have the edge there. Got to keep a close eye on those second half home hill holds, because that is something Fable have done amazingly, and individually, they are performing. Fable do ban out Impact as well. Forge Blitz, another ban. Not really. I don't think we've seen that yet on the main stage this whole event.
I've seen it once, I think, yesterday morning. Yeah, but okay. It is a map that's been banned out quite regularly, and alongside Forge Blitz as well. We've seen this map once again. So yeah, that's final ban coming in. Forge Blitz, Reclaimed last map. How do you feel about that?
Last map, I think you have to give the edge to Fable on that one. Not too much of an edge, honestly speaking. Fable weren't too keen in the team fights against Era at the start of that first half there on Reclaimed. But, I've got to be honest with Fable, they seem to have it worked out. They seem to have it sussed. It was previously their favorite map, as I touched upon before. But, overall, interesting map picks. Fable, once again, going for Lift. Maybe a new favorite or a new second choice, but, more of a strategy overall going against this team of Supremacy, picking Lift to try and catch them off guard, perhaps.
Yeah, no, I think that's actually a really strong pick and ban phase for Fable there. A really strong phase. I'm looking at the Dam ban first. Supremacy will have thought Dam was going to come through. That'll have thrown the bans off of Supremacy just to start with. And also, look at what maps Fable have got. They've got the 2 maps they've just beat Era on. They've played them already today. They know exactly what they're going to be doing on those maps. And they were really on fire on Reclaimed. Not so much on the first map, but they have got both maps they've played already today. So quite a strong pick and ban phase from Fable there. I think.
Indeed, I think I agree with you actually on all those points. And Fable, got to point it out straight away. They're warmed up. They played against Era. They've warmed up. I was discussing it with Callum earlier. Supremacy, this is their first game today. Their first game. Yeah, they've had a nice lie-in. They've had a good sleep, equally with Fable. But they need to turn up, and they need to turn up very, very quickly. Fable, historically, they can run away from Supremacy as soon as the rounds build up. The raw skill, the talent of Fable can really shine through. Nothing but composure from that team on the right there. And Supremacy equally, I think they're ready, honestly. I think Supremacy are ready for this head-to-head. We've seen how Fable have performed. Now they just need to perform. They need to start off strong and ultimately see what they can do against the top team in Europe.
Yeah, a couple of things, like maybe 1 for, 1 against for Supremacy right now. They have just watched that game. They have just seen exactly how Fable play on both of the maps that are coming up. So the team like Supremacy, they've got the coach here. They will be taking notes. They will be making sure they know exactly how Fable are going to play these 2 maps. So I think that's a good 4-point. The negative I'm going to go for here, it's a very cold Sunday morning, well, afternoon now, but they've not played yet.
Yep.
They've not played a scrim. They've not played a warm-up game. And yeah, this is their first game back on the main stage. They were playing very, very well yesterday, but it is their first game. Fable already warmed up, having a tough game already. So I think that could be quite a small negative point for Supremacy there, and could impact them if it's not something they've rectified and warmed themselves up properly for.
Historically, Fable have always had the edge individually, but they also have the edge here in terms of warm-up and practice. It is cold, as you've mentioned, but Supremacy, they have had 10 minutes on the controllers for sure. Let's have a look at this one. Lift Escalation is the first map, and we haven't talked about predictions yet. Got to give it to Fable after what I've just seen on this particular map against Zero.
Yep, I was talking in the crowd earlier. I predicted the 2-1 to Fable in the last map. They came through swinging. I don't think I can bet against them again this time. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Fable. I think it's going to be very close, though.
There you have it. I have to agree with you on map count for sure. Whether it'll be close is yet to be seen. Supremacy yet to drop a map this entire tournament, but now is perhaps a brick wall, a big one of that. Can they break it down? Only time will tell. On board with the Craze, starting things off, it is very slow actually on this platform. Unlike with the Euro, where Crimson's Marshall always trying to push up, see if they can get the upper hand using that raw talent that they're known for.
Yeah, just having a look at the overhead there, we saw that both teams kind of split evenly across both maps. We're seeing that Sammy has managed to get up onto the hill, up top of the deck area. Nice vantage point looking out over the home hill side of the map there, but it is still 2v2. You can see on the overhead here, we've got the control room, just 2 players slightly below that in the southern street there, just mimicking each other. And we do see a push coming across from Supremacy, actually. Supremacy going to push across into the staff quarters here. They're going to try and take this A hill, but Physics is kind of on his own there. Nice rotation from Fable, sorted that out. J Rage continuing as he left up, picking up that kill on Dark Frag. Although it was a trade, so not too much gain there, sadly. We are...
finds Kenny, though.
Yeah.
So trades one out with Hydrone. And Sammy and Go, they hold on despite a nice little push from Physics, which didn't really go well. Nice plan, but not executed perfectly. Yeah, score just going the way of Supremacy, though.
Seeing Sammy just get a little bit of vision through those grates there. Nice little angle. Can't shoot through there, but you can get an idea of how many people are there, how many people are coming, especially when the smokes are up like this. Kenny running straight through the smoke. I mean, that was something...
J-Rage. Can he get a triple? No, he cannot. Dark Frag will fall. Sammy picking that one up. Cap in C now, but will they break B? That's the question. Supremacy are there, but not quick enough. First round will go to Fable here.
Yeah, solid round there from Supremacy. Really, sorry, not from Supremacy, from Fable. Really nice showing. A lot of kills on the board, we can see there. J-Rage leading the way. He's been a fantastic slayer all event, actually, but today especially, he absolutely gave it to Era. Era had no answer to him. So good to see him continuing the trend. Boltox have been placed, though. Quite a nice weapon to be opening the thing with. Not too strong, but impactful nonetheless.
It's not a platform weapon placement, is it, Fru? We've seen that a lot as of recently, but Supremacy changing things up perhaps a little bit. Don't want to be too predictable to the European Titans, and the Boltox might be actually a big help. He was very passive this area last time. We'll see if that influences things, if the team does decide to go back and pick it up. But you have to keep a close eye on how this one pans out as players have moved up across. Dark Frag gets the better of Phelpsy on the home side. Dark Frag with a double as well, and actually the French players actually get a little bit louder as a result. They're looking to see if they can capitalize on that, though.
Yeah, it's they are getting loud, but it's a long way before they really should be screaming yet. We're only in the second round. J-Rage, again, picking up another kill. Zorkos falling to him. Dartfrag will take him out. That's his third kill of the round, and he's looking for his fourth. Hydron's having none of it. He managed to get him. Ben going on in. That's 2 kills in his name. He's done really well, keeping that hill alive for his team there. We see the push come up onto Rocks here. Physics just is trapped in the corner. Phelpsy dropping very, very low. He drops on his knees. Gets picked back up. The big shots are coming in.
Physics so red. Oh my.
Yeah, he dropped down to 12%, 1%. Phelpsy picking up a double kill. He's just going to let his teammate just pick up as he supports for that third kill on this side. Excellent work from Fable so far.
He's backing off for now. Phelpsy's done an amazing job there on the home street, buying some time. Nice little capture there. Ooh, Lanced out though, as the French Lancers. Very formidable, as everyone in Europe essentially is definitely familiar with. Sammy and Craze like to back out now. Points are fairly even. They do have time. No power weapons yet to just simply rotate for, but they are rotating over to the B hill. See if they can break this setup now, Baghdad, with that Boltok.
Yeah, he has picked up that Boltok, although he is missing a few. He's got 1 shot, he's got 2 shots. Will J-Rage drop? No, not yet. Healing back up as well as he pushes up. 56% J-Rage taking that headshot on Baghdad. Baghdad out for the count for another 10 seconds or so. We see the trip cap just flash up for a brief second there, but doesn't look like it's coming in just yet. The points just going over into Supremacy's favour at the moment. Kenny, though, getting taken out. Look at the health on Hydron there as well.
Not too sure why Kenny actually tried to close the gap there. He had a damage advantage. I know he had to be quick, but maybe just a little bit too predictable to go into the shotgun of Hydron like that. Sammy, meanwhile, very red, catches Baghdad out, though, as he barrels down. But look at the points, though, currently. It is Fable that take the lead. They have numbers advantage right now. They're going to try and capitalize on that. It seems like they're cutting across. Zorkos, is he aware that players are coming up right behind him? I'm not sure. Have they continued that journey? No, they have not. Supremacy actually pushing up on the home street now.
Yeah, that they are. They have got Rock's control. Fable have got Rock's control here, so Fable will be looking to defend this home street. It is Phelps. He trapped up here in a 1v2. He's going to try and do his best, but Baghdad takes him out with a nice little sweep shot there. Looking around to this C hill. The defense is coming in. Fable do still have B though, so this is something that Supremacy are going to have to look for. They're going to have to break both hills here. The break on C is coming in, but it looks like Fable are just going to collapse on B and defend that. They've seen the rotation coming in. J-Rage, there he is, sneaking. Hidden man syndrome again. Zorkos is trying to break. We see 3 members, but J-Rage is behind them all. And it looks like Supremacy are going to fall. 206 on the scoreboard. Phelpsy capping up his home hill to drop it to 207. That's the second round over in Fable's favour.
Yet again, they just seem to be one step ahead. You know, each and every time, each and every play. Supremacy, they have taken the initiative at times, but it's always Fable that you just kind of believe in at this point in time. They're just so comfortable with anything that's thrown at them.
That they are. And of course, another weapon pick coming in. And looks to be the hammer bursts over at this top end of the map. Gonna just offer a secondary kind of Lancer, secondary primary weapon there to help out with this deck fight. Should be interesting to see what's going on over this side. We've been at the plat side a couple of times and see what's going on. We're having a look at the overhead now. 3 players down towards the maintenance area again. 2 players over to the deck, pretty standard. Looks like Supremacy are going to opt for this hammer burst though. We see the fight at this platform area, just kind of milling about. Hydrone, nice little Lancer angle to force Kenny out of the ring. He's going to push into street. Darkfrag has come with actually quite a nice support rotation. We see 4 members now of Supremacy over on this side, and they're just going to flee straight through the control room, through stairs, and try and get this A hill. Nice rotation from Supremacy there, mixing things up.
From Phelpsy though, what a fantastic push it was. As Physics was coming up just behind, he throws the smoke, not only stuns, but also blinds the man from what was running straight towards him. Physics, can he get taken out for Fable? Yeah, it'd be certainly a big help. Kenny though, he holds his ground, actually flanks. Physics holds his ground, and this is really good from Baghdad and Co now. They just need to hold on as Craze runs through. Big kill there from Kenny. Fantastic stuff. Craze just slowing it down now. The numbers are not in his favour.
No, not at all. He's trying to wait for his team to back him up. I think he's just drawing them out a little while as the B push comes on, but I'm not sure it's going to be in time. We see 2 seconds counted down now. A couple of kills going in Supremacy's favour, and they're on the board with their first round of this matchup.
Just checking out the Supremacy camp right now on our screens. Mellow and relaxed. very much like the opposing team. You know, that's one thing you can say about the characteristics of Fable, is that they're just so relaxed, so mellow. It's kind of like business as usual, isn't it, for this team, for both teams at this point in time. I really do think that Supremacy need to be very strategy heavy. Right, we saw Ira really taking the initiative with a drop shot placement and others, and a sniper up top. I do really fancy Fable in the long game, right? The long-term sense of this map coming up trumps in most regards.
Look, just going back on that, Supremacy, they've got the coach behind them. They're a team that we have seen bring out some interesting strats at the start of these games, some interesting opening. We see Kenny drop, but just going to continue on that point while this action's going on. Fable are fantastic at these initials. And I think if Supremacy don't want to beat Fable today, they really need to have practiced a lot more than just initials. They need to bring some differences into this play. We see Craze picking up a kill there, and it's 1v2. The pure skill of Fable is something unmatched in Europe right now, and it's going to take some real heavy strategy and some real heavy planning to beat them, I think, at this stage.
Once again, there on our screen, such a brilliant push from Phelpsy. It just seems like it's immortal at sometimes, at some points. And this is the result, right? His team are right behind him. They're already rotating over to that C hill, looking for those remaining kills, helping the team out of spawn. Physics on board with him as he's just slowing it down as well. And his teammates aren't near. Well, actually, Kenny is just to his right, but is that going to be enough? The Hambus is definitely helped. They're going to go on that damage. Praise Sammy. Very passively approaching this, and here come the Supremacy reinforcements.
Yeah, they are looking for it, but there is a Fable member in the control room, so they've got to be careful of the flank. Looks like J-Rage is going to pick up Baghdad, and Zorkos caught out in the middle of 4 members of Fable. You don't think he'll be long for the world. Nope, there he goes, gets picked up. Physics has managed to get a kill, but the domination is coming in. 2 seconds on that. It's up to Dark Frag. Not going to happen. 3-1 now. Fable looking very, very strong in this game.
Once again, such a simple round it seemed like for Fable. They were not stretched. I feel as though Era caused them, more issues right now than Supremacy. It just seems all too predictable for them at times, and so comfortable, so composed right now are Fable, like truly showing the professionalism, the experience on the pro circuit, going to pretty much every single pro circuit event of season 1. They seem warmed up. They're individually they're there. I've seen J-Rage pick up some crucial kills. Let's look at the kills here. J-Rage actually with 13 kills. Phelpsy, we touched upon him, proactively being aggressive, and it's working out for him most importantly, even against the star shotgunners of Supremacy. It's looking all so good for them right now.
It is looking very good. We are seeing these nades being placed down on maintenance. We mentioned earlier, it's usually something we see dropped up here. Usually incense, actually, not frags, but grenades nonetheless usually end up in that area. We are seeing Supremacy win that fight, so they have got nades in their control, but as we say that, Sammy is just going to run straight through Physics. He's got no respect for him. Dark Frag is trying to get a return kill, but Sammy's having none of that either. 2 kills for Sammy. Grenade's going to come in. Just shy there. A little bit longer, would have picked up a double kill. Crazed is going to fall to Baghdad as the defense comes in on this C hill. Supremacy at a big numbers disadvantage, though. They've got to be careful getting out of there. You see the retreat to the control room. It's another domination ticking in. It's super play from Fable, but it's just not enough for Supremacy at the moment.
There you have it. J-Rage and Phelpsy at the end, just so dominant in the shotgun battles. Every scenario that they get into, they seem to walk out pretty much unscathed at this point. It was just a fantastic rotation of that from Fable, all the way from B. You saw Sammy at the helm winning his shotgun battle. 2 of them actually so comfortably, so convincingly. And right now, Supremacy, they're going to have to be feeling that. Fable are a scary force at this point in time, and Incense down between A and C. Perhaps that could, ignite a more aggressive opening strategy from them, more towards the home street, but it's looking bleak. I think it's safe to say.
It is looking bleak. I think the strat's just going to say the same here. We're seeing the 3-2 once again, just fighting over this B hill. It's such an influential part of the map, and also with the grenades there now, it's very easy to rotate those up to help your home hill players once you've got control of that area. Phelpsy holding his shot very well there, taking out Darkford. He's going to look for the second kill now. Physics taking a hell of a lot of damage. There he goes down. Phelpsy's just going to ignore that. I think he's going to go for the flank on Kenny. don't know. Let's see Kenny running through.
Flawless gameplay. Sammy gets the incense. Phelpsy pushes up. Holds shots. He goes wide. It's all pretty much pitch perfect at this point in time. We do hear some action going on the side station right now. GA versus Era, of course. We'll try and get a score update of that one as soon as we can. But as of right now, this winner's bracket semi-final is continuing. Sammy does get the incense on Dark Frag. I see Baghdad trying to push up. Meat Shield again, which is not going to lead to much when the Lancer's just staring at you ready. I see another down in control room. Kenny is left on his own at C. And they're not actually sure where he is, because they would have been going for that 2v1 if they were. Crazy this year. Hydrons ran off, of course. Kenny needs to turn around. Crazy's going to apply the pressure. Does he still not know he's there? I'm not sure, but Kenny does get the break in time, even if he gets downed.
Yeah, well played by Kenny, just to stay out of sight there. He did play the cover as well, just waiting for Craze to move out of that hill before he came back for the recap. He kept his team in that, for sure. Craze is going to fall as well, so we see a couple of kills coming in for Supremacy here. This may be the turning point. We see Physics also picking up J-Rage down in this control room area. The Lancers coming in through windows. And the rotation is going to be onto this C hill right now. Ignoring the decap, he's going to go for the kill. Sammy, though, turning on him horrendously. Baghdad, that was a mistake. He had a lot of time there just to pull out a Lancer support fire. Dark Frag, though, managed to trade him out. This is going to be an interesting retake. I think Supremacy needs to get out of here. They're heavily outnumbered again. Dark Frag just trying to contest this with like 10% health. It's not worth it. Just get back, regroup with your team.
New incense as well. J-Rage, Marco will surely go down on Zorkos, and I hear some screams from that side station. Oh my. Can't wait to get an update on that one. Baghdad does find the kill on Hydrone. The score seems to be going the way of Fable, perhaps throughout the rest of this round as well. It's just Supremacy, they're lifeless at this point. They just can't get the kills they so dearly need. Baghdad with this one kill, his health pretty much regenerate, but Sammy says no, shuts him down before anything can truly ignite. J-Rage with a nice incense as well.
Yeah, definitely so. I think looking at the screen, I think GA just won first map there, but I'll have to get some clarification on that. Meanwhile, back in this game, Fable still looking strong here. They've got 200 odd points and counting down. That's going to be another round in Fable's favour.
All right, it's extremely basic and predictable to say Supremacy are losing because they can't win a team fight. Okay, you can just go ahead and say that, and I think that's true, right?
It's very true.
Looking at the scoreboard here, it's clear as day. 18 kills for J-Rage, and that's 8 more kills than Baghdad, the highest kill count on the COG side of Supremacy. I mean, what if though you can't do that? What is the option? I mean, you have to change it up dramatically. This is the second half, so there's no weapon placement right here, but it could be 6-1. And I don't think a boom shot strategy would do it for you.
I don't think so either. I think if the boom shot went down, Fable would win that team fight, and Fable would take the boom shot from you. I honestly don't know what Supremacy do at this point. It looks to be a lost game for them. They're not playing to their usual standards. They need to step up their slaying big time. They're losing a lot of fights. They're making some very brash pushes. We see Kenny picking up a kill now, but you see him pick up the one kill and then just slides into the shotgun to trade himself out. And Physics is now in a position where he's forcing fights that don't need to happen. And we have to be really quite careful here. I mean, you see Hydrone going in. The trades are going to come in, but Physics is going to get the meat shield. Stuck in such a difficult area to fight in. Supremacy.
So calculated from Sammy there, just baiting the shot off. Physics trying to get an advantage wherever he can, but so much pressure applied. Even when he gets Sammy red, Phelpsy is right there to shoot him in the corner, and you'd expect them to push up here and finalize those kills. Phelpsy back from teammates. It's all working out so well for them.
It is. It's a game of those percentages. You're seeing the health bars fly up and down on the cards here, but the difference is Hydrone. He went to like 3% and then went back to his team. Same with Sammy. Like, they're staying alive. They're staying up. And what we're seeing from Supremacy now is that every time they get damaged, they're not in a position to get out. They're committing to these very, very 50-50 fights, and Fable are better at this point in time. And they're taking these 50-50 fights every time. You see on the scoreboard now, we're 100 points in Fable's favour, 80 for Supremacy, and Hills are also in Fable's favour. So this is going to be another round ticking down towards a Fable win.
Dark Frag rocking the old Epsilon skin. The opponents here, Fable, they were formerly Epsilon, for those unaware. Odd weapon choice. Not sure exactly what he means by that. Maybe he just loves the aesthetics of the Lancer, just like myself. Very very nice skin, which I also have. May I point out? Caster bias.
Just the bias, maybe a little
I
bit.
have a vitality.
I have the
skin
vitality skin, so
both very nice, but looking at this gameplay, looking at the kill feed, finally Baghdad, he gets a double. That's something going. Need nice little plays like this, give a bit of momentum. But J-Rage, he has been pretty much perfect for the last 3 maps that we spectated him. He is certainly not a scapegoat of this team. Maybe underlooked and underrated for sure.
yeah, I had a few questions about J-Rage up at Nottingham. I don't think he played his best event, but this event he's been on fire every single game we've seen him in. He's been performing left, right, and centre. He's been helping his team, clutching up when needs be. Yeah, without fault right now. He's playing extremely well. We are seeing, however, a bit of a Supremacy comeback, but too little, too late. We see 6-1 on the board now. This is a very, very good round for the Fable team.
I think the time for questions is over. I think it's quite clear what's going on right now, and that's Fable is clearly dominating in every facet of Gears of War on lift, and this is their map pick, makes sense. Fable doing so well, maybe down to that point, and really strategic map pick of that. Clearly Supremacy are getting outmatched, but we just need answers at this point, and Supremacy just aren't giving anything. They've had opportunities to perhaps go off, quote unquote, and produce some round-winning plays, but it's just each time shut down over and over again. I'm not sure if Incense are going to change that here on mainlands.
No, I don't think there's a big enough weapon placement to really throw anything in their favour. They are winning this platform fight by the looks of things. They haven't managed to pick it up, but Physics has picked up a headshot on Phelpsy. It's going to be a 3v5 in Supremacy's favour for the time being. Kenny just picking up another kill there, but Craze has decided that he's had enough. He's going to pick up a double kill on the platform. I think he's going to take incendiaries as a reward as well. Giving those over to J-Rage. We are seeing 2 hills though in favour of Supremacy. It's a better opening round, I must say, on the second side of rings.
Early days, however, and Curry's actually got a kill on a lurking Dark Frag to Hydra pushing up. Damage is looking good for Physics. He does find the kill. J-Rage, let's see if he can come clutch now in a very difficult situation. Can he get just 1 kill to help out? No. Kenny does shut him down. Sammy, though, is continuing this push, and with players dead on his team, this is not a good scenario to die in. He is forced to. Unfortunately, though, Supremacy do have control. Will they be pushing, though? No, they will not. They'll be setting up.
Just going to set up for the double take, I think. We just have a look at the overhead. We can see the rotation coming around to maintenance. I think they're going for second set of incense here. Just going to get that maintenance area control. See the push coming over on Baghdad. He's going to get 3v1 Hydra and picking up that kill. Great push from Fable there. And just as we say that, Physics is also going to get pushed out and taken out. It's 2 dead on the side of Supremacy. We are on the quick respawns once again, though, soon as the sides have switched. Although while that's happening, we do see a ring break. It's 1 ring apiece right now and 40 points in it.
Baghdad down, perhaps prematurely. There is a player nearby. Craze was looking for it. Now he's caught out himself. The Dark Frag appears to the right of him. Hydra trying to clean up and trade some kills. Will get out alive, but although I say that, Baghdad straight with that up on the left hand. Phelps, he's about to get pinched. Pretty much stuck in the corner. Ooh. Yeah, I saw it. He's holding his shot. Baghdad's not going to have any of that, though. Incense was acquired, and a big score lead as well. You'd really favour Supremacy in winning this round. Lovely Incend, and there we go. Oh, maybe not. There we go, actually. We're still playing, and the cameraman has been fooled. 186 to 112, but nonetheless,
Domination.
Though it is over. Zorkos with the double, and Supremacy win that one. And it's a very mellow round of that, because they do have a mountain to climb, but they're showing signs of life. It's not just over quite yet. And Supremacy, they showed signs of greatness there as well as a team.
Yeah, I got to say that was all Baghdad. He had a fantastic round there. He was all over the map, helping his teammates out on every section, picking up the incense, giving his incense over, getting kills left, right, and centre. Pretty much won his team that round on his own there. Whether or not he can do that for another 5 rounds in a row, we'll yet to see. Jumping into this next round. Can we get on board with Baghdad? We'll see whereabouts he's off to. Some point.
Yeah, I would love to do that, in fact, especially after that last round. so things slow down, at least for Supremacy. No, Zorkos trying to fly through. Here comes Baghdad with his pistol. Nice shots on Craze, and Zorkos on the other end. J-Rage with a quick pickup. See if he can utilize them. He's stuck in a corner, tries to throw one, doesn't connect. Actually blocks Baghdad on the right, and so the aggression needs to come through for Baghdad perhaps. But unfortunately, his teammate is bowing out. Craze and J-Rage take advantage of that misroll.
Yeah, that was very unfortunate. Just managed to shoot the wall instead of Jay there, and gets taken out himself as he's upside down. Great Lancer coming in from Zorkos. Needs to offer a little bit more though, because he has got 3 members in front of him. He will get taken down. He does get the down, delays them a slight amount of time, and the E hill, sorry, is still in Fable's favour. So the triple cap is imminent. 1 second left. The denial does come in, but the kills are racking up for Fable, and this looks to be game. Kenny has managed to snake his way in. 5 seconds more on the thing. Zorkos, his last attempt, not going to get in. Fable going to take this map 7-2. Extremely well played by Fable there.
Wow, oh wow. You can see no reaction whatsoever from the Fable camp. I said it earlier, business as usual. The man standing up there, J-Rage, he is playing amazingly well. 25 kills. He had the most kills actually for Fable that time round. A rare sight, especially when you have the likes of Hydra and Crazed, and Sammy as well on that home street does extremely well. But J-Rage, honestly, he's my MVP so far for this team.
It's my MVP for the tournament so far. I think he's been doing fantastically in these high-profile games. And yep, there's another one in the bag. He's just slaying left, right, and centre. There's not much anyone else has been able to do against him from any team so far. And Supremacy really have to discuss this and determine just why this is happening and how do we shut J-Rage down.
If I was a Supremacy player right now, I would just try my best to psychologically throw Lift under the carpet. Just forget about it, okay? Let's just assume that Fable won the map pick and bounce. Let's just assume that. That's that first round done, first map done. Yeah, okay, Fable, you've done well. Have that one. Foundation, they've played each other so much in this map. As far as I'm aware, this is winnable for Supremacy. Is it plausible that they win? Perhaps not, judging from Fable's performance, not only on that map and just today in general. Supremacy, looking at the camera before, they seem deflated. There's a lot going against Supremacy right now, but I believe there is opportunity in the second map.
I think there is. Supremacy, they're a team that's been around a long time, right? They know how to take a loss. They know how to come back from a loss, and we've seen it. They're a very resilient bunch of players. And if there's any team still left in the bracket that can come back from 1-0 down against Fable, they are the ones to do it. They're second seed in this tournament for a reason, and that's because they're a bloody good team. And if they can pick themselves back up, if they can bring themselves back into this game and approach Foundation how they would have approached it if it was 0-0, and they just completely, as you said, forget about Lift, they have the opportunity. To bring that back.
Perhaps getting a little ahead of ourselves, but nonetheless, could discuss it nonetheless. With Reclaimed, that's the third map, and that's another map where they're very experienced against each other. Do I feel as though Fable have the advantage on that? Yes, I do. It's particular to that map, they played fantastically well. Did Fable earlier against Era, but there's still opportunity, I feel. Supremacy can get this map against Foundation. We know how emotional Fable can be. There is certainly the chance that they could take Reclaimed and this match as a result. Supremacy just lost their first map of the tournament, however, but it's not a map loss that they perhaps not predicted, but they were aware it could happen. So, as deflated as they are experienced in this very scenario, and with the map of Foundation, I hope they can show a bit more energy, a bit more proactiveness. Decision making needs to be a little bit better, but most importantly, that slaying power on initials, it needs to come through now. It
really does, and even if they lose this, a better showing needs to come from Supremacy, because if they drop to the losers bracket and they are performing like this, they're going no further. You've got GA Esports, you've got Era left in here, Cryptic awaiting the winner of that game. These are all 3 teams that will beat Supremacy if Supremacy do not come in all guns firing. Even if it's just looking forward to working their way back up through the losers bracket after this game, they definitely should look to improve their game either way.
Yeah, I have to agree with that one. There are certainly some scary teams in the losers bracket right now. I mean, Supremacy, like I said, they haven't dropped the map yet, and the first one was just against Fable. I'm curious though how Foundation will play out. Looking at their faces, business as usual, you can argue for them, but don't seem too down, but they don't seem too energetic either.
I don't know. That looks a little vacant to me. That looks like something's wrong in the Supremacy camp. They're usually a little bit more joyous, a little bit more smiley.
Yeah, I have to agree with that actually. Yes, memories do come back now of these players and the camera shots of them. If I was in their situation, and as experienced as they are against this side of Fable, they'd have been in this scenario before, and many times it's gone against them. Maybe now, knowing that those players and knowing that their teammates have been in this very scenario, I would be energetic. I'd be tapping each other on the shoulder. Look, this is what we're going to do. Don't worry about that map. We haven't had that much experience on the lifts. Let's just get through this. We can do this one map and ultimately, be a bit more proactive.
Yeah, definitely. And just moving on to the losers bracket for just a second, we have a slight upset in the works here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, uh-oh indeed. Uh-oh for Era, that is. GA Esports have come out firing. They've taken the first map from Era. What do you think about that? I mean, this is my underdog team for the tournament. They're a fantastic bunch of players. They've come in from a LAN win, and they're just storming through this losers bracket. I think they're maybe like 5 games in a row, is it now they're on? 4 games in a row?
They're kind of like the players' champions right now, GA. Many teams have played against this very roster online, and I knew that they were a very scary dark horse team. They're definitely the biggest dark horse in this event. It goes without saying now. They've confirmed that already, even before this game against Era. But now the fans of European Gears Esports, they know who these players are. Cougars, Totty, they're veterans in their own right, but they've proven that they can play on LAN, they can play on the big stage, and I think maybe judging from that map count, Era dropping the map against GA on the side station, maybe that was Fable as well, working against Era in that sense.
I think you're right. I think Era they've been disappointed with their loss against Fable earlier, right? I mean, it's understandable. They were expecting a much better score. They were expecting to win coming into that game. And coming in against a GA team that have been firing on all cylinders all weekend, yeah, I can understand it. I can understand why the mentality won't be there for Era. I mean, they're a volatile team as it is. And GA, yeah, looking really good for their camp.
The thing is, GA have absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain. Like the momentum, the motivation. You could tell from the screams that we heard earlier that they are feeling themselves. Yeah. And these are players, Reaction, Crimson's, March. These are players that they've played against over the years, and they really want to prove wrong now. Head to head, what a better chance, eh?
What a better chance indeed. And yeah, it looks like the second map is just getting underway over there. So we'll keep an eye on that as we they're 1-0 up on map 2. We've just heard from the producers, so it looks like things are continuing. We're doing pretty well here for the GA camp. They're looking to sweep this 2-0. What did Era do? I mean, we can't see the game, but Era need to be strong. They're the third place team on paper.
It's going to be psychological at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, GA, they sound incredible. Haven't watched them too much personally. They've done a lot on the side station, admittedly, as you can see here. But I don't think they're a better team than Era. I think they're good. I've heard some players say, all right, GA, I think they can take it to Era just beforehand, and they obviously have. But there has to be something psychologically going on for this to be occurring right now.
I don't know. We saw yesterday one of the second matches of the winners bracket was GA versus Fable. That was in that was in the